Hey, what's going on? It's Low for Low Nose back at you with another tech take. And today, my friends, we're taking a look at the Lume Cube Edge Light desktop key light for video calls and live broadcasts. This light promises to give you enough key light to actually light up your scenario so you can look clean and sharp and crisp in whatever scenario that you're going for. Now in this video, you can look forward to the unboxing of this light, the setup of this light, and also using it within my workstation to see how we can practically use it as well. So don't go anywhere. Now in full disclosure, Lume Cube did send me this light for review purposes. So I'm gonna give you my honest opinions about this light, the pros and cons. Also with that being said, they do recommend having this light, having two of these lights. Now they just sent me one light to review, so I'm gonna do the best I can with this light. Usually when we have one light, you're gonna light up your spot, but you also can get harsh shadows if you don't have a complementary light or a fill light to kind of balance things out. They recommended two lights so you can have no shadows for a nice clean commercial look. So again, we're gonna do the best we can and see how we can use this for lighting my face and also maybe some objects as well. So don't go anywhere. Now, as far as what you get inside of the box, well, you will get a QR code so you can download instructions or additional information for the Edge Light. You also get setup information to show how to install this on your desktop, how to bend the light in different ways, and also how to use the buttons that come with it and also the charging ports in the back as well. We'll get more into that. Of course, further in, you'll see you have your AC adapter to power your light. And of course, you have the light as well with the included desktop bracket into it. Now, when we take a closer look at the light, we'll see the different buttons that we can use on this light. Starting on the top, you have your cycle button. This lets you cycle from CCT or color temperature to the brightness or dimness. So when the light is green, when we press the plus or minus button, that affects the color temperature of the light. And then we press the cycle button and the light turns blue. We press a plus or minus, that'll affect the brightness or the dimness of the light. And of course, when we get to the bottom, you'll see the power button to turn the light on and off and a nice little accent logo just beneath that. Now, if you move down into the back of the light, we'll see two ports, one USB-C port and one USB-A port. Both of these ports are for power delivery, either charging your cell phone or maybe additional accessories that you may need some power ports just to power some things on. Really super convenient and accessible right there. Okay, so let's talk about the movability of the Edge Light. I'm not even sure if that's a word. You can see right here at the base, we can get a lot of great movement when it comes to right there. Then in the middle right here, you've got, oh, I turned it on by accident. Of course, this is your movement from here. Yep, let me turn it off again. And of course, you have your movement right here as well. And of course, you can turn this forward and back. Now, one way that I found to use this light is actually to use this for product shots. It wasn't, I'm not sure if it was meant for product shots, but it's something that you actually play with before we get to the actual key light for my face. I'll turn it on. And I just like put it right here so I can get like they usually call it a rim light. And I put it here. So actually, I can actually light the top of this as well. Now you can see how the way it's actually being placed right here. If I want to, I can actually use this as, I can work this as maybe as a desk lamp if I like to. But yeah, you can do that. And the way it's set, I can move this however I want to actually get it. It's actually really convenient. I can move it here, bring it down here, place the light here, and yeah. But you got to be careful because as you can see a couple times I've accidentally turned it on and off. Now, when you have this set up, you're mostly going to have this kind of like away from you. Like you probably have it here where you're not accidentally turning it on and off. This is just kind of like, what's happening with the video right here. And of course, you can spin this 360 degrees all around, of course, depending on where you're set up. But bottom line, you have a lot of flexibility, movability, if that's a word, with this lights on, with this desktop lamp. And of course, just see right here, you can see how it's affecting the lighting as we turn it on and off. Yeah, definitely adds a really good source of light for that. Now, as far as my face, I can bring this here. And again, we're going to bring it to the desk, but just to give you a sense, let's actually bring it down. Oh, wrong one. Let me flip it over. Let me go back to cool, tab over, and then I'll dim it down. Okay, so let's move this to my desk and let's see how it functions as a key light. And I'll give you my final thoughts on the Lume Cube Edge Light. Let's go. All right, so here's our setup. As you can see from the camera behind, I already have a light here, but I'm not using it right now. We're gonna use the Edge Light all the way through. And right now I'm just being lit by the light coming from my monitor and of course my ambient light that I have going off to the side. So let's see what it looks like with the Edge Light on. All I have to do is just reach over and press the power button, and there we go. What a big difference. I'd have to say immediately, I don't see a lot of hot spots. Of course, I have to adjust the brightness of the light itself, but I'm not seeing a lot of hot spots. It looks pretty soft and nice and clean. I definitely could see why you would need two of these, or you'd be better off with two of them. I mean, yeah, we're kind of getting a little shadow here, but of course we want that more evenly lit look, you know, for video calls or broadcasts. I could definitely see how that would actually help out in that aspect or regard. Let's play with the brightness. Let me turn it up. And yeah, oh yeah, it definitely gets a whole lot brighter. So let's bring that right back down. More comfortable level. Probably a little more further down. And yeah, there we go. Yeah, you know, to tell the truth, I'm actually liking this. It seems to be working pretty well, especially as one light. Definitely, of course, I definitely recommend having two lights, but yeah. Oh, and of course, since this is actually behind, it's on my desk behind my monitors, and I've got those two USB ports, definitely comes in perfectly for powering, for having extra ports to power my devices. Especially like little light bars that go on top of your monitor where you kind of need some USB port. You got a power source going on right there. All right, so let me give you my final thoughts on this. First, let me start with the pros. I'm kind of surprised that from this little light, you get such a nice, soft and bright light at the same time. That actually works out. I like how you have the addition of there's so much movability with the light, so you can angle at the right position for wherever you are, so you can actually point that light in the right direction. So you get that look that you actually need. And of course, the USB ports in the back, that's pretty cool. I think it'd also be cool if maybe there were also data ports as well, but I might be asking too much, maybe in the next version, but anywho, there's that. Now, as far as my cons, I have two gripes with it. First, I wish the light on the actual Edge light was bigger. If anything, rule of thumb, you always want a big light source. The bigger light source you get, the softer the light is. And I think for right now, yeah, while having two will actually disperse that light, so you have a more bigger, well-lit environment, I do wish the panel was just maybe twice as big. That's just my hope. Secondly, the way I like to work, I like to set my white balance on my cameras. And because I can't tell where the light is falling and the color temperature, I just have to kind of see it by eye. I don't know where it lands. So I usually have to rely on auto white balance on my camera if I'm going to use a light like this, because I can't dial in my color temperature exactly the way I want it. So I can match it with my camera and the lights and all the other lights. There's that. Third, I wish, well, honestly for me, unless I do a set and forget, for me it was kind of like a bit of a pain of kind of reaching over and touching the button and then coming back and then touching. You know, I wish there was some kind of maybe wireless style that I could just access right here from my desktop. I think that'd be pretty cool. I know Lume Cube has a monitor light that has a wireless remote. If maybe that could somehow talk to that wireless remote, that'd be pretty cool. But that's about it. Overall, I think it's a fantastic light. It gives you a lot of light, and especially for the small, it still kind of lights you up really well. And I definitely think, yeah, it'll work in a pinch. Definitely gonna need two lights in my opinion, because while this is good, you may want a brighter environment or a brighter look in your videos, depending the kind of mood you're going for. But the USB ports in the back, those are really cool as far as convenience and charging your devices. All right, guys, that is it. I hope this video helped you out on how you can use the Edge Light for either key light for your subject or even little smaller product shots as well. Really hope this video helped you out. Enjoy. As always, I leave links in the description so you can pick up your own Lume Cube Edge Light. Please hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on future tech videos. Hit that like button if you like what's going on here, and also ding that notification so you can be notified for future videos as well. Guys, again, thank you so much for stopping by. I will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.